We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with MMAT MMTLP Inc. And in today's video, we're also going to cover MMTLP, Torchlight Preferred Shares, and what's going on within the volatility in their charts with the inflow versus outflow and 42 vision indicators. But today, they weren't the only stocks experiencing volatility. The overall market did as well. And our SPY bot at 1:15 p.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, the inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 300% plus within an hour, guys. And you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with MMAT actually pulling downwards. I'm going to go ahead and break down what's going on here within the charts. There's a few things going on all at once. It also has earnings coming up. That could be another reason. We're going to break it all down in today's video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market or receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the first home run was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bear indicator since 7:40 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, going into the bell, and after the bell, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. Our second home run, we caught this one early on in the pre-market, DWAC. We caught it consolidating towards the bell. Those inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. It got that bull indicator and went up for a highest point of 30% plus on the day, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MMAT MMTLP Inc. And in today's video, we're going to break down some key levels as well as look at some information together, and also the differences that are going on here, the disconnect again of the correlation between MMTLP, which is Torchlight Preferred Shares, from MMAT, right? It's actually consolidating here while MMAT is actually falling and trying to find a support here above $1, right? So we're going to break it all down. I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators and the inflow versus outflow, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with MMAT, and in every single time that the bear indicator has popped up, the inflows have continued to dominate, or if not, they pop right back up and they get canceled very quickly by a bull indicator, right? You could see it right there every single time in the last several times that the bear indicator has popped up in the last several weeks and days. But today, we're here with a bear indicator that is actually the first one to actually show some strength and get the outflows way below the midpoint, all the way to the point that this is the lowest amount of outflows that we've seen at minus 0.11. The lowest that we've seen since way back here in October 14th was minus 0.09, guys. And we need to talk about why this could possibly be happening. Is this just volatility or the beginning of a larger pullback that can last for several days or even the rest of this week? I'm just here to go ahead and break down the charts, share my personal honest opinion, and I'm here to just share my perspective. This is not financial advice, but we need to break it down and why this is happening so fast. Because it's gone from the highest point that it reached at 165, rejected it, back down towards 160, rejected that as well, and now it's falling very fast to lows that we have not seen and outflows that we have not seen in weeks. So let's break that down here, while at the same time MMTLP continues to fight. Even though the outflows are dominating as well, it's trying to get those inflows back up there. You could see that green, and we're going to break that down in today's video as well. So one of the first speculative reasons why MMAT could be pulling back is due to the fact of earnings release date 11/9/2022. That is literally 2 days from now for Q3, and expected is minus 0.05. Just because earnings comes out better or worse, whatever it's going to be, right? And even if it doesn't even matter for the possibility of a squeeze and a stock that's going private or whatnot. I know it's not MMAT, but if not MMTLP, but they're indirectly correlated. I always state this when people ask, why should we watch both? They do have indirect correlations and could affect each other. There are moments where they could slightly disconnect, but still, you want to watch carefully what's going on here. So MMAT has earnings coming up, and any stock, when it has earnings, it creates uncertainty, it creates fear, and it could shake up things with volatility. So this is the strongest bear indicator that we've seen in weeks and days, guys, and these outflows too. So I'm going to be watching if these inflows could try to pick back up. Even if they don't cross back over the midpoint, at least come closer to it. And if it could cross over it, it could start reflecting pretty quickly back into the chart. I mean, look what happened here. Once those inflows crossed back up, the stock went ahead and went from $1 to 112, and as long as it stayed above it and continued to pull upwards above the midpoint, the stock continued to range in the upward direction to the point that it hit highs here of 165. Now, this could be the setup before the next bull run, as I like to call it, but it's going to be significantly important for those inflows to switch from red to green. Try to get to the midpoint. If it crosses over, cancel that bear indicator and push up upwards, right? That's going to be critical. Now, going back down here towards Torchlight preferred shares, here we are with it ranging in a sideways action, and it continues to consolidate here between $7 and $7.60, $7.50. It keeps on rejecting at the same resistance level, guys, of $7.60, $7.50. This is critical. Now, it canceled the bear indicator from this morning. It has a bull indicator here, but it's going to be important for it to break above those highs and try to get to $8. Above $8 will be $8.50, and then we can start talking about higher levels. And at the same time, I'm going to be watching because these outflows actually have crossed here from today at around 7:45 to 7:30 area, and it's been below all this time. So the inflows are trying to pick back up there. You could see it going from red to green, but we're still below the midpoint. It's going to take a lot more strength to push upwards here on MMTLP. It's going to need to hold support above $7, specifically $7.20. As you could see there, it's been bouncing off of it all day, and then breaking back above $7.50 and trying to retest the highs there of $7.60 and $7.70 and try to go towards the key resistance level of $8. A lot of shorts are putting pressure every time it's about to break or reach that key resistance level or anything above $7.50. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below if you agree with that as well. Now, MMAT, we want to see this stay above 130. That is going to be critical. And more importantly, 135. We want these inflows to pick back up. The first resistance is 155, slightly above that bear indicator. We want it to get canceled and get another bull indicator in the process. Those inflows to pick up. And then the highs there of 165 are critical resistance levels to the upside within the volatility and potential strength that the bulls can get over the chart. Now, when you zoom out to the 1 hour, look how much of those inflows have been lost, guys. This is the most outflows that we've seen in one single day, guys. And it actually crossed the midpoint and it got a bear indicator as well. And it's the first time that we've transitioned from this bull indicator here way back here at 85 cents when those inflows cross, and we were at full strength here on 42 vision, bright green bars, and we've hit our first transitions towards red bars. I look forward to seeing your thoughts on that as well. But let's talk about an article that came out last Friday that states here, where will MetaMaterials MMAT stock be in 5 years? And in this article, they break down some of the things going on with the company and its business and what it was once worth, $12 per share before the merger and so forth. But here we are with a very interesting ending to this whole entire article. And it states here that MMAT stock has the makings of a $10 stock. And that's the question, right? Where will it be in 5 years? The company isn't yet fully understood or appreciated by financial traders. Basically, MMAT is a cheap hidden gem that truly has a moonshot potential. Now, this is what's stated in this article that came out on Friday, and they break down why they believe this. And when you really think about it, Meta is the future, MetaMaterials and what they're doing, and they're also in the EV sector with the batteries now and those partnerships. And the partnership also talked about how much revenue they could make year over year. Right now it's about 4 to 5 million, but that can continue to compound as the orders and the demand continues to grow. Apart from that, MMTLP is in the oil sector, right? In the oil niche. And this stock is booming due to the fact, and I've broken this down in previous videos before, that oil is booming as well and continues to go higher. So the higher oil goes, the more value and the more potential that MMTLP has to grow as well, because it's trying to price in that future value of growth of that niche in the oil valuation that it has for its company. So something to keep in mind. And the higher it goes, the higher the potential is the speculation that the shorts could get squeezed out of their positions. Now, this is where will MMAT be in 5 years? It got that price target, very interesting, and it's a start, right? Somewhere to start giving others some information and understanding of what this company could be or become. Now, in this time, the stock is also trying to maintain itself above $1 for NASDAQ compliance. So once that compliance happens, it won't be shocking to see this start getting volatile as well. But what will be even better for the bulls to really show strength is to not let this fall back below $1, even though it got compliance, right? That's going to be another interesting thing going on moving forward. And I'm going to be watching these inflow versus outflows, bull and bear indicators, and how it reacts now going into earnings and even after, if they report in the next 2 days. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. How do you feel about this? Everything going on. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.